Do you get anxious about dating or becoming intimate with someone and want to know how to handle it? Want to know some common signs that this anxiety might be holding up your relationship success with men? I've got all that coming up for you right now. Hey everyone, I'm dating and relationship coach Ryan Patrick. Now very quickly, before we dive into the topic of anxiety around dating and intimacy, today's video was supposed to be about something completely different. This was the first time I chickened out and failed on following through with making a video. This is I can't do this. I can't even, why is this so hard? I'm really bummed because I had a great video planned, and not just about sex toys, but also ways you can maintain and improve great sexual health that I wish I had the courage to follow through and make. So here's the deal. I was thinking about it, and if you guys think that I should make this non-raunchy, informative sexual health video, let me know right now in the comments. If we can get the number of comments over 500 in the first week of this video's release, I will find that courage somewhere and I will finish that video. And here's the thing, you can even comment one word like hi, or you can comment sex toys, whatever you want. As long as it's a comment, it counts. Thanks for your input, and let's see if we can get those comments over 500 in this video's first week. Okay, back to today's topic. Anxiety surrounding dating or intimacy can be debilitating, and it can totally mess with the level of happiness in other areas of your life. It's something that shouldn't be ignored, but how you choose to cope with it is 100% up to you. Our natural responses to anxiety have a lot to do with how our parents or caretakers responded to us as babies. When you were crying, how did they choose to comfort you in the moment? Were they helicopter parents that responded to your every sound? Or were they saying to themselves, they'll cry it off, they got this? Or was there something in between? Now clearly, this is something that you never had control over. After all, you were a little baby. But depending on how you coped with anxiety then and how your parents facilitated that process is gonna have a lot to do with how you cope with anxiety today. And just how anxiety manifests itself from your perspective. Let's examine a few common ways we know we're stressing when it comes to dating and intimacy. The first way is we see ourselves self-medicating. This is the track we prefer to take when we want to suppress and ignore the anxiety. We'll smoke, we'll drink, we'll pop pills, we'll eat. The list goes on and on. This is what we call self-medication. This is how we take care of ourselves in that moment. Now, self-medication is a byproduct of what psychologists call an insecure attachment with parents at an early age. So you were crying as a baby and your parent or your caretaker didn't run right to your side. So as a baby, you had to cope on your own, which means now in your adult life, you cope with anxiety by ignoring and suppressing it. The second way is we project our angst. In a typical day, whether it be with our families or people at work, we'll run into people that are projecting their anxieties onto us tens, if not hundreds of times a day. It is very common. Projection is that inner sadness, that anger, that impatience that you hurl at someone, whether it be a new guy you're dating, maybe your favorite dating coach in the comments of his videos, when you're just totally panic-stricken. So the rule is when you're pointing a finger at someone, you've got 3 fingers pointing right back to you. The third way is we deal with negative emotions head on. Now this is the healthiest of the 3 paths, where you can address a fear, look at it head on and deal with it, and then move right past it. This is the result of what psychologists call a secure attachment with parents, where they nurtured you and were there for you when you were crying as a baby. Awareness with what's happening with your anxiety, when it's happening, and most importantly, why it's happening, is crucial to heal yourself from it. Let's get into 5 healthy and productive things you can start doing to alleviate your fears and your anxieties around dating and intimacy. The first thing is pull apart are the emotions. When we get flooded and overwhelmed with emotion, it is very easy for us to think that it is one specific type of emotion that we're feeling. So if we're actually going through a little bit of insecurity, maybe sadness and anger, it's typical for us to roll all that up into one emotion and just say to ourselves, I'm angry, and then outwardly exhibit that emotion and behavior. Being able to understand the intricacies of our emotion and being able to map them out one by one will help us manage and deal with them on a one-by-one basis. The second thing is get better at reading others' emotions. Fortunately, I've got some great body language videos that are coming out that I'll link to above when they become available, but you want to make being able to read other people's emotions a priority in your life in order to better understand your own emotions. And by reading other people better, like your coworkers, your partner, or your family members, you're just gonna get that much better at catching your own emotions when they're coming out, and you'll know how to best deal with them in the moment. Getting your own little PhD in emotional intelligence won't just help you with your relationships with men, but vastly improve other areas of your life as well. The third thing is go easy on yourself. The crummy, self-deprecating, terrible things we say to ourselves when things aren't working out with the opposite sex are definitely worth noting here. You may not even realize just how hard you're being on yourself if you don't stop for a second and listen to what those voices are actually saying inside. You're not supposed to have all the answers. It's okay. I don't care how old you are or how experienced you are with men. Treat yourself right. The fourth thing is meditate and release. If we can learn to pause our brains and consciously choose to block out all the nonsense, even for as little as 10 minutes a day, we'll be much better served in all of our relationships. For this type of meditation, I'm gonna recommend either the Headspace app or the Calm app, both of which are free on either the App Store or Google Play. Now, I have used both of these apps and I'll link to them below. Make meditation a regular part of your routine, even 10 minutes a day, and you're gonna see a huge decrease in your anxiety overall, especially with dating and intimacy. The fifth thing is get help from a professional. One of the best, most effective ways to deal with those early insecure attachment issues with your parents is to go through something called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT for short. All you're gonna need is a licensed therapist to help you form this emotional rewiring. For this, I'm gonna recommend a website called Talkspace, which Brittany and I have both used before. Now, through Talkspace, you can connect with thousands of licensed therapists in the US and Canada via live video chat or simple online messaging. From there, you're gonna be able to talk out all of your issues with that licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home for a very low monthly price. If you're interested in checking that out, I'll link to Talkspace below. Clearly, addressing the stresses in your life with the 5 things that we just went through are going to help you get past anxiety in areas other than just dating and intimacy. Don't be afraid to address it head on, and if having a licensed therapist in your corner makes sense to you, then definitely check out Talkspace. Also, if you think I do well with that sex toys / sexual health video, make sure to leave that 1 or 2 word comment down below. And let's get to 500 comments in week 1. That many comments will certainly give me the courage to finish this video. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like below. Thanks for being a valued member of this group, and we'll see you next week.